A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. You are amazing as always. And in this particular session, I would be downloading an apology letter. This is what I was told, an apology letter for anyone who is in no contact or separation, or there is some kind of a negative situation going on and you need some answers or you need to hear something. And if you resonate with it, do mention. Otherwise, for a personal session and for personal energy readings and healings, you can check out the description box below, right below the video, and you can connect with me. If you're from India, then you can simply email me and ask for my PAYTM or GPAY details to book this session. And if you are from any other part of the world, then you can book this session on the PayPal link, via the PayPal link, which is also given in the description box. But before that, please check out all the details. Check out everything. Be 100% sure. There are 1800 videos on this channel. So I'm obviously looking at people who are understanding, patient, and they have gone through everything before deciding to come to me for inner work. So let's get started. I'm going to be using auto writing for this. My dear love, human beings make mistakes, and there are people who realize them and work on their mistakes, work on themselves. But I'm not using this statement to justify what I did to you. I am just a very regular and simple person who thought that I was probably special in some ways. However, while being away from you, I have realized that sometimes I overdid it. I thought myself to be extra special, and that was probably my narcissism, and that was probably me thinking that I am superior over others. I lacked the judgment and the spiritual maturity to handle certain things, because this sense of superiority complex was overriding the simple and honest person that I was always trying to be. I could not judge what is correct behavior, correct human behavior, or what is a karmic pattern and what is not. You made me feel that I am perfect for you. You overlooked all my flaws. You said to me that you love me just the way I am, but I was not ready for that kind of love. There was a time that I was purposely playing mind games with you. I was saying a lot of things that I didn't mean, only because I wanted to massage my ego. And it's really impressive how much patience you have kept, how many times you forgave me, how many times you let me go, and how many times you accepted me back. I do understand that doing so many rounds can make a person's patience run out. If someone had done to me what I did to you, I would have had a very difficult time tolerating that or forgiving that person. But you, my dear, you forgave me. And I realized that forgiveness is the biggest key in life to grow. Because when we forgive, we grow. I realized that I was not able to forgive my own self because of what I did. And I never really asked for apology from you. I was selfish, self-centered. I wanted to be a great humanitarian, but I never acted in the way that a great humanitarian should act. Especially to you, I didn't even show you basic courtesy. I didn't give you acceptance. I didn't give you acknowledgement. I didn't give you presence, the presence that you deserved. I played the vanishing act. I performed the vanishing act. I also gave you silent treatment. I left your messages read but not replied many times, whereas you always got back to me on time. You always stood there for me, but I was actually using you for time pass, just to kill my time. I was using you as someone thinking. Obviously, you had a lot of good things to do in life, but it gave me a kind of ego trip, a kind of high, to know that someone is willing to let go of everything and prioritize only me, even though I was not giving you any priority. The way I was treating you actually showed a lot about my spiritual growth. I probably haven't grown much. I hadn't grown much at that point in time when I was acting this way. Because a person who's on the spiritual ascension does not behave like this, does not treat people like doormats, does not treat people as if they are only meant to be your slave and they are meant to be present in your life whenever you want them. Like how they show in the animation story of Aladdin, who had a magic lamp. Every time he would rub the lamp, the genie would pop out. I wanted you to act like that for me. Whenever I would call upon you, whenever I would connect with you, you should be available for me no matter what you do in life. It didn't really matter to me. I never appreciated you really. I never really complimented you in the right way. Most of my compliments were very materialistic or very 3D in nature, because I hadn't really looked at that side of you properly. The spiritual prowess you possess, the knowledge you possess, even if knowledge is not the key here, maybe it's the humanity, maybe it's the kind-heartedness. Those kind of things I should have looked into, but I never did, because I was too busy looking at my own self, which is not a bad thing to do, but I was not looking at myself. I was looking at my physical identity. I was looking more towards my ego. Had I looked more towards my actual self, then I would have seen you too, because you were right there all the time. You were already present in that energy. You were already in that zone. And a person who is in the same zone as you, it becomes very natural and organic to connect with each other. I also doubted on love. I mean, it was very clear to me that you did love me or you were genuinely nice to me, but I doubted if it would be a beneficial relationship or not. I questioned if it would be societally correct. I was looking at something maybe very perfect from the 3D perspective. I was pretending to be very spiritual, but I was actually still very stuck in the 3D concepts, 3D life. I was still not grown up. I was not grown up. I was not that sensible. It was my mistake. I do accept my mistake. And that's the thing. Currently I'm in the energy where I accept my mistakes. Currently I am in acceptance and acknowledgement, and it kind of feels nice and light to be here right now. I feel very strongly now that you are a special soul. And we met. Our paths crossed for a reason. You reflect a very calm energy. I feel very relaxed around you. And I feel very loved. Without you doing much actually in action. It's just your presence is very loving, very warm, very endearing. I feel special in your presence, and actually it was your energy that was always making me feel uplifted despite all of my wrongdoings and sinnings and bad habits. When I used to be around you, or when I am talking to you, every time I've connected with you, I have felt like there is something nice in me too. But what am I doing about it? I feel, even though you are making me feel special, but I haven't done anything to make you feel special or make you feel loved or make you feel authentic, validated, acknowledged. I know you don't need my acknowledgement. Nobody needs anybody's acknowledgement. But sometimes when you want to pamper another person, when you want to care for another person, then we must speak in certain way, or we must behave in certain way that we make them feel acknowledged and special just the way you do. In my own zone, I am feeling over special and I feel narcissistic. I feel as if I'm demanding. I feel as if I want so much all the time. I'm always asking for things. I'm always wanting. I'm in the want energy, not in the I have energy, not in the gratitude energy. You saw a savior in me. You saw many wonderful qualities in me. But the truth is, actually, you saved me. I was going to do a lot of things. I was going to continue doing a lot of things, thinking that I was always right. But that would have taken me into a never-ending loop of karmic baggage. Thank you so much that because of you, I came back to my senses. Because I looked at you, I got inspired. I felt that I should not be doing this. The wrong things that I was doing, it was actually going to take me down in my journey. It was not going to be ascension then, it would be opposite of ascension. It would become my demotion. So I'm very thankful to you, and I'm very sorry if I have lacked the humility, if I have lacked the compassion, if I have lacked the ways to treat a beautiful person like you, who has a beautiful heart. You talked to me about your bad experiences. You talked to me about a lot of things. But I was not listening properly. I did not extend proper support to you back then. I didn't try to communicate fully or properly with you. I didn't speak my heart out because because I feel still very incomplete. I still feel a lot of work has to go into me. I am simply sending my messages to source, to higher being, to the highest being. This silence that I'm witnessing, the silence away from you, is teaching me a lot. Although I have complained that you're not a good listener, even though you are a good listener, you have listened to me so much. But I also was scared of going back into the same old grind that I see all around me. I didn't want to end up like my parents. I didn't want to end up like my family members or anyone I've seen growing up. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to just chill, maybe figure out a way, but I was not ready to put in the work into it. I do check you out on social media. I do try to see what you're doing, what you've been up to. It did hurt me sometimes, I have to admit, to see you happier, to see you independent, which is why I feel I'm selfish, that I do not want you to grow. I feel you deserve a lot, and you deserve better in life. You deserve better people in life. You deserve better energy to surround you. I'm gonna be working on myself to be able to match your vibration and match your frequency. And let's see, organically and naturally, I want things to work out. Organically and naturally, I want everything to be nice between us. But here's my apology for you. I feel sorry. I know a lot also depends on your energy. It's not just mine. And most of it depends on what's predestined, what's pre-written. But I do see the God in you. I do see the goddess energy. I see both energies in you actually. I see the Shiva and Shakti, both energy in you. I see the masculine and feminine, both energy in you. I see that you're a wonderful person. You got beauty. You got the real beauty. You got the real attraction. Your heart is beautiful, and that's most important actually, to be honest. There's nothing more I want. We are also imperfect, and I've made mistakes, I'm sure you know. And you also feel that you could also be working on yourself. You probably also made a mistake, in my case also maybe. But I feel it's a gut feeling in my heart that everything leads to something good. And everything is pre-written. Everything is meant to happen just the way it has happened so far. So I do not doubt it. I do not question it. I'm just happy that this is leading me to think, to introspect, and to become a better person, better human being. I'm glad I met you. I feel very blessed and lucky, very fortunate that I met you, that I found someone like you to share my journey with, or to observe someone who is also from the similar kind of mentality and thought pattern. But I also had to meet the karmics. I also had to learn the karmic life. I also had to get programmed. So this is where the letter stops. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.